Hi everyone, welcome to another one of my recently introduced pack openings, which now I'm really savouring these and going with the slow roll vibe. So we're going to have these running really basically through the remainder of 2025. I might additionally, from the packs I have here, throw in at some point, probably nearer the Yuletide period, some repacks, as has become a little bit of a tradition around that time of year. So yeah, we should see some interesting, both actual genuine magic packs, of which I have quite a few off to the side here, and like I say, with the odd repack, just for those of us that do like those dollar run repacks. There's something quite endearing about them, and I think they're the only magic product that hasn't actually increased in price, which is rather amusing for a long time now. Yeah, they're still like, I think it's 150. Is it the case? Yeah. So okay. Right. Let's see what we've got here. So we have, of course, our friend the cheese board. So we do the usual thing. We'll go through, savour the cards by doing 2 passes, and we'll look at the cards sort of in totality. And then the second pass, we'll zoom in on the artwork where we can. This one probably we might not need to, but we'll see. I'll zoom into a regular card and then just see how the artwork fits. So this is the Start Your Engines card, because that was a thing in the set. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, if your speed is 1 or greater, increase your speed by 1. Max speed is 4. This ability triggers only once each turn. The other thing I'll do for this video, if I've got one, I can't remember if I did one, I don't know if I did, but I will include some sort of relevant information in the descriptions about Aetherdrift. And if I've said Aetherdrift once already, I do apologise. It's a bit of a slip I get into with this set, don't know why, but this is Aetherdrift, and these are the play boosters. So, and there's the rather cool max speed bit. Let me just place that back down there again. Cool. Okay. Oh, nice swamp. Very nice. Full art swamp there. Right. We've got a foil Guildlight Matrix. 2 to cast artifact. When this artifact enters, draw a card. 2 tap, target mount you control becomes saddled until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. 2 tap, target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. And how is the foiling? Nice. There we go. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I don't know if you're getting that. That's really popping nicely, that central matrix or whatever that's supposed to be. Good. Ooh. Sun Below Verge. Tap, add white. Tap, add red. Activate only if you control a mountain or a plains. So this is a rare. Still getting used to the sort of rarity breakdowns on these sort of play booster packs. It's years of opening good old fashioned draft boosters. You tend to get in a certain sort of mindset as in terms of what to expect rarity wise. But I think with these play boosters, it's a little bit more complex than how it used to be. I know they've sort of one less card in them, but yeah, the rarity breakdown's a little bit more complicated. So Broadside Barrage. 1 blue-red instant broadside barrage deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Draw a card, then discard a card. So yeah, a bit of looting going on there. Roadside assistance, 2 and a white enchantment aura. Enchant creature or vehicle. When this aura enters, create a 1/1 colourless pilot creature token with this token. Saddles, mounts and crews vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. That's an uncommon. Then we have Earth Rumbler. It's a 4 and a green artifact vehicle. Vigilance Trample. It's a 7/6. Exile an artifact or creature card from your graveyard. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. And then we got Crew for 3. Tap any number of creatures you control with total power 3 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Oh, we have a legendary creature out uncommon. Yeah, it looks like a vanilla one. So 1 and a red, 4/1 legendary creature, dinosaur warrior. It's Tyrox, Saurid Tyrant. Okay, we've got some commons here. Stall out, 1 and a blue sorcery, tap target creature or vehicle, then put 3 stun counters on it. If a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, remove it from it instead. Cycling for 2. So 2, discard this card, draw a card. Light Wheel Enchantments. Oh, sorry, misread that. Light Wheel Enhancements, I meant to say. Single white enchantment aura, enchant creature or vehicle, start your engines. So we saw the start the engines card at the start here. If you have no speed, it starts at 1, increases once on each of your turns. When an opponent loses life, max speed is 4. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 and has vigilance, max speed. You may cast this creature from your graveyard. Yeah, a little bit trouble seeing these. The text is quite small on here, so I've got that dilemma where, you know, like if I put my glasses on, I might not see them too well, and if I take them off, I've got to like get up real close. So, yeah, for some of those with the smaller text, because you're trying to squeeze everything in, it's a little tricky. Stampeding Scurryfoot, single green 1/1 creature mouse, has exhaust, so 3 and a green, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Create a 3/3 green elephant creature token. Okay. A risky shortcut, 2 and a black sorcery, draw 2 cards, each player loses 2 life. Brightfield Glider, single white 1/1 creature possum mount. Okay. Vigilance, whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. Saddle 3, tap any number of other creatures you control with total power 3 or more. This mount becomes saddled until end of turn. Saddle only as a sorcery. Possum mount. Dear me. Crash and burn. So 3 and a red instant. Choose 1. Destroy target vehicle. Crash and burn deals 6 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Yeah, there's a couple of cards here in this pack that are doing pretty substantial amounts of damage. If I'm right, is that? Am I? See, the trouble is I'm getting muddled up with what I recorded earlier. I'm thinking of a card I saw which I think had 7 damage on it. Oh no, 5 damage, that's it. The broadside barrage, it was in there. Yep, so the broadside barrage had 5 damage. Hull Drifter, 3, 2 blue, 3/2 artifact vehicle. It's got flying. When this vehicle enters, draw 2 cards. Crew 3, tap any number of creatures you control with total power 3 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. And there we have it. So let us zoom in. And what I'll probably have to do here, just let me put them to the side, and we will reintroduce those once we've got in as close as we dare. I think, wow, I'm not going to fiddle with that. I think I got that spot on first time. Okay, is there something inside that matrix? I'm not too sure. Anyway, we'll just have a look at these reasonably close up. I'll have to do this manually, and I'll try not to cause the camera to refocus too much. But yeah, a bit more detail there. And then our really nice swamp here. So there we go, look at the detail on that. Very nice. Isn't that lovely? Wow. That is cool. Okay. Oh, and the yeah, sorry, the max speed side of that start your engines. If you wanted to see that up close. Okay, so let's go back to this card. Let me get my pointer out. Okay, so I can't tell whether there's something stuck in this or not. I don't know if that's just, I don't know if anybody else can see some sort of, I don't know what you call it, like a flaw or an artifact or a character or something in there, looks like. Anyway, interesting structure going on here. This looks like the top of some turret. Yeah, I can't really see that well what's going on here. I don't think the foiling's helping that much, actually. There's a really interesting bluish purple sheen which you don't really necessarily get on camera. I don't know if you're getting this, but these sort of this vape around here, when I'm looking at this from a certain angle, and I'll see if I can replicate the angle I'm looking at on the camera. So I'm sort of coming in, looking at this through the camera lens, but also at an angle without looking through the camera lens, and that's probably the equivalent of the sort of angle I'm looking at. And when you do that, there, I think I've got it, you get these really nice slightly purple tinges. I don't know if you're getting that. That's probably the best I'm going to get. Yeah, that's interesting sort of effect there. I don't know if that's exacerbated or improved. Have a look at it by the foiling. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if anybody's ever seen a sort of non-foiled version of that and what that looks like colour-wise. Why am I thinking Stonehenge? I don't know why. It doesn't look anything like Stonehenge. Is that a doggo there? I'm not sure what this is. Something else I've noticed, I don't know if anybody else gets this, this sort of red-blue bordering. Yeah, it just really sticks in my head all the time. I don't know what it is. Whether it's just the cards that I tend to be like. I always think of the artwork to Wee Dragonauts and stuff like that. But it I wouldn't say it makes necessarily the artwork pop in a certain way, but yeah, you get that vibe off of that. I don't know if anybody else noticed it, particularly with the sort of blue-red, gold-bordered, multicoloured cards. I know I've been threatening it for a long time. I should do a episode, if I haven't done already, on just different things to do with borders and stuff like that. I'd watch it. I don't know if anybody else would, but I'd watch it. Yeah, so again, I think I pointed this out before. We're getting this border treatment for enchantments. I'm not quite sure when they started doing this, but very much, I don't know if it's quite identical, but just does remind me of what they did with those was it sort of hybrid enchantments in around the time of what Theros turned into Nyx. Where was it when you had like enchantment creatures with the slightly different inner bordering? I can't. What? I don't know what's down there. What is being assisted or giving assistance there? Yeah. Very odd. Some interesting sort of colour combinations going on here. We got the red and the golds. Oh wow, oh, this is interesting. Okay, so now it's a bit clearer to see. This is a sort of racetrack here. Some impressive horns there. So our vanilla legendary creature friend. It's red. We've got an explosion. Hey, we're happy. Okay, this is one that would look pretty cool in foil actually. If those ether type emissions, or whatever that is, coming out of the engine, they caught the light right. Yeah. Oh. And this has got a nice depth to it on camera. Don't even you get it so well looking at it in real life. Again, probably more to do with the angle, I think. Yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, it's definitely popping nicely on camera up close. Makes you think of Tron a bit, doesn't it? Tron-esque. Wow. A little friend. Little friend, big friend. Risky shortcut. Yeah, I think we had one of these in the previous pack, from what I remember. It does look like a pretty risky shortcut, which I probably said the same sort of thing at the time I saw it. Oh, and this this fella, Possum Mount. Well, so yeah, as you can see, it does in fact gain flying, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. There's quite a little, sometimes I have to sort of bring it in close to me, take it off camera. There's quite a lot of interesting things here and there going on, background wise. Some stuff down here and over here as well. That's one big possum. Okay, this is a bit more detailed than I first thought. Yep. Is this some, I don't think some sort of protagonist being catapulted out of the vehicle. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah, it is. I don't know how close I can dare get that. Can you see? They sort of look like they're hanging on for dear life there. And what's other really strange, and I don't know if this is just accidental or intentional or whatever, but that to me, really far off in the distance, looks, I've got echoes of like hedron-like structures that you might find in, you know, Zendikar artwork, but just off in the distance. Now this is nice. Of course, this is the this is non-foil, but I imagine that would look really cool in foil. But that's coming out super nice on camera, much nicer than it does with the angle I'm looking at it here. Wow, that's cool. Let me just play around with that a little bit. Get some different perspectives here, maybe, I don't know. But it looks cool flat. That is interesting. That's got a completely different quality to it, you know, compared when I look at it without going through the camera. I can't even, so I'm just looking, I mean obviously the lighting's helping, but yeah. Oh, let's just savour that a moment. Very nice. Okay, there we have it. Well, thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future video.